Hello, I am Ashutosh and I am here to give you update about Jet Airways. Yes, as we are heading closer towards the final date of bidding. What is a picture? The four final boys, the peoples, the expected peoples who may bid for Jet Airways. One is NIIF, the Sovereign Wealth Fund of India, Indigo Partners, Etihad, and TPG Capital. Except Indigo Partners, other three came up together and make a consortium. They were analyzing the financials. They access some of the accounts and accounts books which are there, but many of them are not looking interested to do this. Recently, what I am listening, the reports about SBI cap, it openly said that the liabilities on this company, Jet Airways, is around 20,000 crore. That is very close to $3 billion, which I was thinking was in fact 2 billion. No, it is more, as the meter of salaries continue, the meter of, you can say, bank debt is continue, and that is increasing the burden on the airlines. Looks like this consortium of three peoples and Indigo Partners are not interested, but help is coming from one unexpected source. I don't know whether I give you update about one investor from England who is interested to help Jet Airways employees and make this airlines once again active. The news source is Money Control. What I am going to read is just like part. Today is 8 Monday, May 8 and 2019. The news is just 2 days before the deadline for putting in bids, Jet Airways has got its first proposal from an unlikely group of investors. The group include two little known investment firms, Future Trend Capital Investments, Redcliffe Capital, and Adi Partners. Future Trend and Adi Partners earlier teamed up with Jet Airways founder Naresh Goyal to submit an expression of interest for the airline. Redcliffe Capital submitted the EOI along with the Think Capital. So 3-4 looks like this capital peoples who are looking like private equity or venture capitals having sufficient money, who were backing Naresh Goyal, kicked out promoter or former promoter of Jet Airways, are now teaming up with some another peoples to make revival plan of this Jet Airways. What are the issue? These names are not in the final four. So the question is, what if, assume final four never came up with a final plan or they never bid? Will SBI Capital accepts this bids? They say we are not interested to take new bids. So looks like SBI Capital was aware about these peoples and they are not ready to entertain. So should I say that SBI accepting that Jet Airways is dead? So should I say Jet Airways is dead? Long live Jet Airways? No. The reason is Jet Airways is not a domestic airline, it is an international airline having sufficient good market share in Middle East. The reason Etihad was ready to support Jet Airways during its bad days, they've invested huge amount in Jet Airways. All due to its market share in Middle East. That is it. So what is the problem? After all analysis, what I realize is there is no viable business plan or business structure for Jet Airways. Crude oil is not the price of good, the price of crude oil is not in Indian people's hand. We are not drilling sufficient oil to stabilize the rate, and so large amount of crude oil is coming from out of India. Now assume the Iran restrictions came into picture. It is nearly impossible for many airlines, assuming Go Air, and I believe SpiceJet will also feel the heat to handle this all. I believe it is very difficult for many airlines to survive. Jet Airways and Kingfisher Airlines are just a name. What will happen with a Go Air? Don't know. Let's see what this news says ahead. We submitted the bid last night, said Jesson Unsworth, the founder of airline startup Atmosphere Intercontinental Airlines. The British entrepreneur earlier wrote to Jet Airways CEO Vinay Dubey offering to take over the troubled airlines. He is joined by Lakshay Uttam, the founder of My World Ventures, an Amsterdam-based firm with interest in hospitality and aviation. We have also been in touch with Naresh Goyal. He will be an invaluable asset to have, added Uttam. But that claim was disputed later in the day by Goyal's daughter Namrata Goyal. She took on Twitter to say that her father is not part of any consortium and this information is completely misleading and mischievous. I think this Namrata Goyal mentioned this maybe because SBI Cap and other people's in starting point were interested to keep Naresh Goyal for him doors open, but TPG Capital and Etihad cried foul as they know that 6 or 7 months before the situation of Jet was very good. Naresh Goyal declined to leave board, and so the today's situation has arisen. Though Naresh Goyal offered some amount for that, I believe that now it is officially accepted that 20,000 crore is the liability which is supposed to be paid very early. I believe that now this case is very difficult. Let's see what will happen, as today's date is 8, 9 and 10. Only 2 more days are supposed. Let's see whether SBI Cap will accept these bids, or if these 4 peoples will never bid, what will happen to Jet Airways. And as the number of Jet Airways employees is huge, will that be possible for other airlines to absorb them, to absorb all the aeroplanes which are 100 plus either leased or owned by Jet Airways, to absorb by other airlines? Or let's just say that 20,000 is not a big number, is a big number when it came to employee. Let's see how many of them will be absorbed by other airlines. Yes, this will kill some competition, but the question is, having low number of competitors, will airlines is also joining telecom sector? Will this also happen as a telecom sector where it is nearly impossible for anyone to survive, and Air India being backed by government of India, so having infinite funds, will that make any I don't know. The fight in between Interglobe Aviation and Air India is looks like removing all juice of this sector and nothing is possible. Let's see what will happen with SpiceJet and Go Air. I believe that Go Air future is tough. Let's see, because these peoples were thinking to came up with a IPO, and I am not listening about IPO, so looks like they scrapped that plan. I am keeping a very keen eye on Mindtree also. Let's see. Till then, goodbye.